Alright, I'm gonna try to keep this short, but we'll go through some of the Ganon fight stuff. It's gonna take a while, so alright, so let's go here, let's make a save state. So you always want to approach Ganon on this square that's mostly yellow. It's mostly just so you can get to the trident on time. If you're like all the way over here, you're not gonna get to the trident on time. Right, so slash, mash, 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 mash. 3 text boxes every time. 2 slashes, and then you need to get this trident spin. If you don't get this trident spin, you won't be able to get enough hits in for the 1-1. So definitely work on that. So I have like a normalized movement that I do here. Kind of do the L-shaped pattern that you normally do, and that usually waits out the timer. And you wanna go to the side here. You wanna slash to the side, because if you just slash upwards, then Ganon can eat your sword. Yeah, and sometimes you'll just miss like that. It can work. I've seen it work. But just slash to the side. So, all that trident spin is just timing. Then, after I get this trident spin, you need 5 more hits. So I charge my sword here, and then depending on where he goes, if he's in one of the middle positions, the spin becomes a double spin. You only need 1 slash. If he goes to either of the corners, you can spin and then slash 3 times. So here, spin, slash, 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 and then we start phase 2. That wasn't high enough. So 3 slashes, double spin, slash, 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 and then you wanna prepare for the next phase. So there's two positions you need to worry about. The far side and the middle. So there's if you get the 1 cycle phase 1, there's 4 spots that Ganon will warp to. Goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that would be far left, middle right, and bottom right. Or far right. So based on what position he warps to, your phase 2 strat might differ a little bit. So I have him going to middle left. So you kind of want to try to prevent that, the downward facing Ganon, but sometimes it's just not possible to get out of his way in time. Oops. So we're gonna do the far pattern first. There's two strats that you can do here. So the first one is just do a bunch of dash pokes. This is I'm just dashing one tile, basically, in order to poke him with the sword. Do 12 of those and you're out. That will work on any of these positions. But then for the far position, there's a hook shot strat you can use. You'll always have the hook shot because you can't hover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're supposed to. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hook shot, 9, 10, hook shot, 11, 12, and then you can dodge the bats all the way around here. So, I recommend the dash pokes if you only want to learn one thing. Yeah, so let's do a middle position here. So here you get a double spin and then a slash, and then you want a double spin, 4 dash pokes, and then double spin when he extends the circle. Make sure you get 4 dash pokes in. Doesn't really matter what order you do it in. It all does the same damage. Double spin, 1, 2, double spin, 3, 4. And then you're out. So, and the strats are the same no matter which side he's on. So you do the same strat for middle right as you do for middle left, just on the other side. And then you do the same strat for far right as for far left, just on the other side. If you're short a slash, just dodge the bats first and you get an opportunistic slash at the end. So, yeah, that's phases 1 and 2. You definitely want to practice this trident spin so you can get the 1 cycle phase 1. And then you don't have to worry about any of the other warp positions, you just need to learn those 4. Some of the other spots he can warp to, he can warp in the corners or in the middle here. So this is the free corner. You can just stand in the corner and double spin him the whole time. So this is the free corner. You can just stand here, 6 spins, and you can usually hook shot out of here, yeah, like that. Face down first and then hook shot out. You can do the same thing in the far left corner. So same thing in this corner. Just stand above his head, do spins. If you're in the top middle, something has gone horribly wrong, and you just have to try to get him with dash pokes. So there's that. Yeah, make sure you get the trident spin. If you hit the trident spin, you should hit first. You should hit the one cycle every time you get the trident spin. So phase 3 is pretty mild. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's your last opportunity to slash. Phase 3 is pretty self-explanatory. Just hit him when he appears. Try not to let him do the bat. So we're gonna make a save state here. And just deal with phase 4. So on the last hit of phase 3, you always want to charge a spin, and this counts as damage for phase 4. You don't need to go for the sweaty tryhard stuff that I do. If you're silverless, all you really ever want to do is get this free spin. Sometimes it turns him blue, sometimes it doesn't. That's fine. If he turns blue, he doesn't take any damage. That happens 25% of the time. What you want to do, though, is get your spin off, and then you want to focus on torch glitch. You'll probably be using the lamp here. So, here you want to get your spin off. Switch to lamp, bait the bat, and get your torch glitch. Get your 2 hits. And then if you want to switch to fire rod to go for triples, you can do it there. And then what I would do here, if you do triples, I would always just start on the bottom. And then just let this cycle go. Just bait the bat. And always start on the bottom. It's a lot easier to hit the triple this way. So what you want to look for here, you want to see Ganon raise his hands like that. So hold on a second. So here you're gonna spin, switch to lamp, bait the bat, wait for the last tile to fall, and then spam lamp. Don't slash him like I just did, but you could. Like if he wants to hang out down here by the torch, then you can always just turn him blue. Yeah, make sure you always bait the bat away from the torch, because Ganon will always fire the bat link. So spin, get your free damage off, and then if you're scared of him, you can just turn him blue here, and then wait it out for torch glitch. It kind of throws off your rhythm a little bit, but if this is how you need to do things, then you can do it. And then you want to wait until you see Ganon raise his hands before you light the lamp. So... get the free slash. You can also bait the bat over there and then hookshot to the torch like that. At this point, just switch to Fire Rod. And hands up, shoot. Hands up, shoot. And then to bait these bats, you want to move in like an L shape. You want to bait the bat. Wait till you hear him fire it at you, because then he's locked on. Oh, and yeah, so the super secret practice mode for Phase 4. Go over here, you get your torch glitch. And then, now you just let it go out. And then, kind of just release spins. You can see when they were, you can see if they would hit. But you can stand around and do this all day. You never want to hold your sword toward Ganon, because you can poke him and then he'll eat the sword. So here you can get away with that, but by and large you wanna try not to have your sword facing towards Ganon. So like this, I would have to dodge up here. This, I dodge down here. Yeah, and then just try not to get hit. Respin, you turn blue, so that didn't count, but whatever. Get torch glitch. At this point, you can switch to Fire Rod. Wait for him to come back down, because these are a lot easier to hit than the top patterns. Triple. Wait the cycle out. And you can kind of see where he's going to warp, and you can kind of pre-move Link to it. And when he's blowing up, if the torch goes out, relight it, because that saves a second. Alright, that didn't go for too long. Let me know if you have any questions.